What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Betty Chen with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A YouTuber accused of using deepfake technology to produce lewd videos of Taiwanese politicians and influencers is on trial in New Taipei City. The case has renewed calls for Taiwan to look into legislation that specifically targets deepfake porn. Reinhold Kilpatrick has this report.
For Kaohsiung City Councillor Huang Jie, this is a fight for justice. She traveled to Taipei for the trial of a famous YouTuber who distributed fake pornographic videos of her and over 100 other politicians and influencers.
到现在，我想到可能某一个网站，我们的影片都还在被观看，就是让我毛骨悚然。到现在想到都还是鸡皮疙瘩。再次强调，我绝对不会进行和解。那我希望这个案子一定要让小玉这个加害人要获得应有的惩处。
Huang was one of the victims of Zhu Yuzhan, also known by the moniker Xiao Yu. He and two assistants pocketed over $400,000 by selling subscriptions for the videos, produced using deepfake technology last year, and have been charged with distributing obscene materials. But Huang says the ordeal hasn't ended, as the videos can still be found online.
检举，然后要求下架，是这种就是如蟑螂般的，就是不断的蔓延。你这边消除了第二个地方，又还是会出现。
Instead of fighting to get each of these taken down, Huang says new laws are needed to specifically target sexual violence in cyberspace. Reinhold Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan saw a record 213 deaths from COVID-19 on Friday, the second day with a daily death toll over 200. National Taiwan University Professor Chen, an expert in public health, says COVID deaths in Taiwan are rising at the second highest rate in the world. He also says the country is likely to see COVID deaths double every 13 days. A delegation led by the Deputy Speaker of Slovakia's parliament, Milan Laurenčík, wrapped up its 5-day visit to Taiwan on Friday. The group signed a judicial cooperation deal with Taiwan and visited the national legislature and several Taiwanese companies. Rick Cloward spoke to Lin Zili of the Department of Political Science at Donghai University in Taichung. He began by asking what Taiwan stands to gain from closer ties with Slovakia.
I mean, it's not just Taiwan and also from Slovakia. And both of us, we are focused on, for example, Space Development Act, this kind of space industry. And also, we all know Taiwan, we are good in high-tech industry. And more than that is semiconductor is our best. And the Slovakia, of course, they want to develop this similar area. So I think besides that, commercial is always important. Business is always important. So blockchain, for example, is a very important area. So for the future, it's not only the virtual currency, it's also the best way to find the thing to do the marketing. I think in this new area, a lot of things we can work together and to find out the best future for us.
Why do you think Slovakia and Taiwan have found this friendship, this companionship?
I think mainly it's because the history, because in the past, and the Slovakia, they got the strength from Soviet Union, this communist empire, and the Taiwan for a long time we have the history with China, and China of course is a communist region. So and also I think the young people, they have become a politician, and this kind of core value, similar age, will encourage us. And also, we are all small-size country. It all encourage our politician. They can, share the similar value. And the most interesting part is Taiwan and Slovakia. We all have female president, and I think because the history, this democratic value, and the similar age to join the politics, I think it's all become a very important element to encourage us to have this kind of friendship.
What do the increasing frequency of delegations from like-minded countries, particularly in Europe or the US, what do they mean for Taiwan?
We are isolated from this freedom world, and this is very important to encourage Taiwanese people that we have although we don't have the official recognition, but this kind of friendship, this kind of visiting will encourage Taiwanese to against China, because we don't follow Chinese value. We don't believe that to become part of China will have the future. We still cherish our freedom. And with the help from the other democratic country, and it is really meaningful and useful.
The 2022 City Expo has opened in Keelung, Taiwan's northernmost city. The event celebrates Keelung's 400-year-old history with food, art, and performances. Wei Zhonglu reports.
An upbeat start to the 2022 City Expo in Keelung that's all about celebrating local history. Among the officials at the opening ceremony, President Tsai Ing-wen and Premier Su Zhenchang.
从今天开始到6月19号，整个基隆市就是一个大展场。那么这是基隆作为台湾头的气候，大家可以透过展览来了解基隆这几年的改变和发展，以及如何翻转城市命运的一个典范。
The port city of Keelung is located in northern Taiwan, next to the capital city, Taipei. The city dates back 400 years and was home to the country's biggest port during the Japanese colonial period. These days, Keelung is overshadowed by its better-known neighbor, but it's hoped this expo could change that and spark new interest in what the city has to offer.
3个主展场各有不同的主题。市中心区是以市港再生，我们希望呈现出一个台湾的海港城市，一个新的都市发展的典范。在 B 展区，我们是以文化跟历史为核心，作为改造城市的一个杠杆跟起点。另外，在 C 展区是以永续、以生态、以科学作为策展的一个主题。
Light shows, art exhibitions, and theater performances will be held throughout the event. You can even see an exhibition on a boat sailing on the ocean. The expo was supposed to be held last year, but it had to be postponed because of COVID-19. Keelung's mayor says this expo represents life post-pandemic and hopes the event will bring renewed recognition to the city. James Rayner, Wei Zhonglu for TaiwanPlus.
U.S. business travel magazine Global Traveler has named Taipei the best leisure destination in Asia for a 5th consecutive year. In the magazine's annual Leisure Lifestyle Awards, Taipei beat Seoul, Phuket, and Tokyo for the top spot. Taiwan was also named the 2nd best international adventure travel destination after India. And Taiwan's international gateway, Taoyuan International Airport, was voted the 4th best airport in the world for a layover. The rankings are based on votes from Global Traveler's 500,000 subscribers. The world has another new robot. This one is shaped like a goat. And as you may have guessed, it was developed by a Japanese company. The new machine features large curved horns and can walk over rough terrains or move quickly on smooth surfaces using wheels tucked in its underbelly. And what's the point of this invention? The company says it was made to help elderly people move heavy objects as Japan faces an increasingly aged society. The robot can carry up to 100 kilograms, and that might inspire some people to call it the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of Kosovo's LGBTQ Pride Parade. Around 90% of Kosovo's population is Muslim, so the country has a largely traditional conservative society similar to other parts of the Balkans. I'm Betty Chen. Take care and see you next time.